Using his beat pad, his keyboard, and dolls such as Logic, Scotty is able to express himself through his beats. Drawing inspiration from many current hip-hop and R&B artists, he sees himself one day working side by side with them in the studio. Let's take a peek into what his journey has been like so far.
Hey, this is Scott Reeves, aka That's Just Scotty. We're sitting here in my undisclosed second studio area, and this is what I do. What I do is music production. I make beats. I'm a young up-and-coming producer out of Red Bank, New Jersey. It's a challenge, a fun challenge, and it's like you see what people can do with music, like, or you see how you create different vibes. It started off as a hobby, but then it's also like you can turn that hobby into like a job or like a career. So like if you want to really do music, you have to love it. You gotta, like, I really do love music. You know, sometimes I'm lazy, obviously. Everybody has their lazy spells, but like what's kept me at it for these many years is just wanting to be a producer, just wanting to be, you know, that lifestyle. I just like that, but it's not just a lifestyle. I do like enjoy making beats, being up at 3 a.m. like, yo, this just tough. I could get this person on there. You know, that moment where you're just like, yo, this sounds so good. Like, I could hear my favorite rapper on this, or I could feel, you know, I hear my favorite singer on this. And then when you got people telling you like, yo, your stuff is nice, and you got people hitting you up, putting you in different platforms like, yo, you should do this, that keeps me going.
What started out as a hobby, Scotty is now realizing that there are many challenges and obstacles that come with this career.
One challenge that I'm thinking about now is for like geographics. You know, like, you know, where I'm at, like New Jersey, there's probably hip hop around, but you really gotta search and find it. It's not like Atlanta where, you know, everybody has their own, like, you know, studios. Everybody has a studio. Everybody working on trap and rap, and they're, you know, I feel like everything's more like low key here. Everybody wants to be to themselves. So that, I think my location is like, you know, you might be right in New York, but New York right now is like, to me, it's kind of cold. To me, that's just me. Like, you don't go there to make it in hip hop no more. You gotta move to like make it. Me and my friend was talking about the other day. He was like, I really think you need to move so you can make it in music. And I was like, you may be right. So, but I want to go to LA. I know, like, obviously all the celebrities out there. Or you can go to Atlanta. You know, those are my like solutions to the obstacles.
In order to overcome adversity, Scotty understands that confidence is key, and he expresses his confidence by speaking into existence.
I draw everything and speak into existence. I do both. So I draw everything that I want. So I started drawing, like, I remember drawing laptops. I was drawing a drum machine before I even had one. And drawing like a keyboard, trying to learn how to play. And I was tapping it out on the drum machine. Every time I drew it, I acted like I was working on it, like, yo, I can. And I hear the music in my head. Lo and behold, I got a laptop now. I have a drum machine. And I also have a beautiful, beautiful keyboard. So like, it's all about speaking into existence. Like, I want to produce one day, and here I am producing, getting my name out there, and getting the things I want. Speaking into existence is real. Like, I want to be part of, you know, this and that. So that's like right now, I'm like, I want to be part of OVO. I want to get a Lambo and speak into existence. And 5 years from now, I never know where we're gonna be at. But it comes into your passion, your faith, how much you want it. Like, you gotta have confidence how much you like. I know I'm gonna get that. I might draw it for now. Might look stupid now while I'm drawing it, but when I actually get it, you know, I ain't gonna be laughing then.
With his determination and passion, Scotty has high hopes for his future.
About, like, I see, like, in about not even 5 years, 2 years from now, is out and about in LA. That's the dream. LA, I'm gonna be in LA making beats. I'm gonna be working with Drake, Party Next Door, Rihanna, Rick Ross, I Am Sue. All the people that I see that influence me, all the people that influence me, I'm gonna be working with them and maybe influence them in some way. Or even with the new school, like, I got rappers, homegrown rappers that's gonna be working with me too. I see myself with platinum plaques, million records sold. I see a nice house in LA, mansion that I drew up to the floor plans that I drew that. And I just see myself providing a way for, like, kids being able to have like my own establishment for kids that where they can, like how the Boys and Girls Club did for me, I could do for them, running my own studio, but also having a program where kids come and learn all this stuff so they can see out the streets. I see myself running a program like that. And just being Scotty, just being, what, 5 years from now, 2 years from now, being 24 with a, you know, beautiful wife, beautiful, you know, not kids yet, but like making beats and stuff like that. I see myself with a bright, bright future.
And today we have Scotty Reeves to join us. Thanks for being here, Scotty. All right, so how did you come up with the name That's Just Scotty?
Well, the way I came with That's Just Scotty, my name, is because I feel like I'm very different than others. People say, like, even when they first meet me, they're like, you have something about you that's just glowing, you know? I might do some weird things. I eat some weird things. So people's like, ew, like, that's just Scotty. He's the only one I know that does that, eats that or stuff. So I just came with the name. I like that ring to it of, oh, that's just Scotty. So it could be in a positive way. Oh, that's just Scotty. That's him on that beat. That's just, you know, so it kind of just came up. I don't know, like that.
And have you been able to balance music production in school?
Well, I go to school for music now.
Perfect.
So like that's all it is. Every time I'm going to school, I have to do something with music. And then if I'm not there, I'm at work and I'm working with kids with music and doing music, or I'm at home playing music. So that's my balance. There's always music in schools together.
Mm-hmm. And in the package, you talked about, oh, you want to be part of OVO, Drake, and Party Next Door's club.
Yeah.
How do Drake and Party Next Door, how have they influenced you?
If you influenced me a lot, just their soundscape, like Drake and Party with like their exterior like hi-hats and drums, and just the way it sounds is really pulls me in. Like I like late night car rides, and then if you listen to Drake's interview one time, he said I make music specifically for late night driving a car. So it's probably where it struck a chord with me. And some of the stuff Party Next Door, he makes it, produces and writes it as well. So like some things I like.
Mm-hmm. And now I know you've been into a beat competition before in New York. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about how that went down.
It was a funny thing. I just applied online, didn't think nothing of it. Like, oh, I'm old enough to do it. Mm-hmm. Let me try it out. I said, forget it. Next thing you know, they said you're in. Then I got to the producer showcase. I did it, and I cooked up my beats, made it happen, and I actually won. And I was like, I can't believe it. So now I'm headed to Atlanta for the bigger showcase now, like next week.
Mm-hmm. And how have you prepared for the Atlanta competition?
These last 3 weeks, I've been stressing out, pulling out my hair. But yeah, I've been just preparing, trying to find the right beats. Now I'm in the mixing part, mixing them down. So I'm going to the studio Friday to get it mixed down. And by that time, everything should be ready now.
Have you seen yourself grow in certain areas when it comes to music production? Since like you started back in high school and now here you are, you're years older, so.
Oh yeah, definitely. The sounds that I'm using, the chords that I'm playing, I'm more R&B. Before I just more trap, and I think I'm starting to develop my sound, even though it's like a sample of everything, but I'm still having like my little flavors that I like to add here and there, and just the way I produce now. And I want to get into like really working with artists. Before I just make the beat and show nobody. Now I really want to work with artists, good artists that can do justice.
And what do you expect to happen at Atlanta?
To be honest, I'm not expecting that much. There's 80 producers. I'm gonna just try to go in. I'm just trying to make it to the third round. So I make past the first 2 rounds, and then whatever happens after that third round. If I'm in the bigger round, then I'm in there. But I don't know. I just want to have fun with friends and family and just turn up.
I'm guessing you speak into existence when it comes to like trying to win that showcase, right?
I'm gonna try. I do. Like I have it sometimes. I don't know, like I do it sometimes when I'm alone. I speak like, imagine if I won, and I can just see myself doing it. But then sometimes I just be like, hey, I'm just trying to get it done. But yeah, that is definitely a thing to do, speak into existence.
Mm-hmm. How did someone teach you about that, or you found out about it yourself?
My mom said all that stuff. You know, you don't believe parents until it actually happens for yourself one day, and then you're just like, oh wow, and then you know, you'd be like, oh wow, I just want to have a drum machine, and you draw it and you speak, like, I'm gonna get that one day, and then 3 weeks later, you get your job, and then next thing you know, you're like, oh, I got a drum machine. Wow, it really happened.
Have you, like, have you applied that to like your friends too? Like, did you get them in on the speak into existence and confidence like that?
I'm trying to. I tell them that all the time. I'm just trying to. Hey, if I might not do it now, they might just be stuck in their head at one moment, and then they'll think about it the next time. They, I'm gonna do what Scott said. Speak existence. My boy Cam, we both doing that. So I remember me and him was going in the dorm room here at Montclair, speaking to each other's in existence, and it worked for him. He's a sign model now. Cause I remember before he was like, I can't wait to be a sign model.
And
so
it happens.
Yep. So I'm like, I can't wait to be a music producer, doing this, doing that, winning showcases, and there you go.
What's the first thing you imagine yourself buying? Let's say you've made it to the top, you climbed your mountain, you got the dough, you got the bread. What are you gonna do with that first check?
Oh, well, I want to pay off any student loans. I had to pay back Montclair. Don't tell them. That, give some to my mom. That's pretty much it. And then try to save up for a house or something like that. But I'm not going to try to waste it all away.
Mm-hmm. So aside from the Atlantic competition in general, what's next for That's Just Scotty? Like, what are we going to hear next?
I don't know. Might have a project, that I'm working on. Trying to work with a couple more artists to work with. Have a couple artists to work with. And just more beats. A website coming soon. It should be up in the near future. And just traveling LA and getting those big checks, working with bigger artists and stuff in New Jersey and then around here.
Okay. All right, so thanks for joining us today, Scotty.
No problem.
It was a pleasure. Well, that's all we got for today. For more information, we can be reached at thatjustscottybeats@gmail.com and chen810@montclair.edu. I hope y'all enjoyed the special segment of Carpe Diem, and thanks for watching.